Hello everyone and welcome to this Booltool review video. Today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about Booltool, and as usual, if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll also be leaving a discounted link in this video's description so that you can always get your money's worth for Booltool. So Booltool essentially allows you to edit and advance your video and sort of photo production things with a bunch of AI features that basically allow you to enhance those specific things. So it really depends on what you're using it for. As you can see, you've got loads of different use cases that you might want to actually use this website for. You might want to be a digital marketer, graphic designer, shop owner, content creator, all these different things that you might want to use AI options for. So as you can see, you've got image tools, copywriting tools, and video tools. And hitting try it now, it will bring you down to all of the options that have really nice sort of thumbnail options, and we can have a look through what we've got. So before we jump into them, we're going to go ahead and just read out the list so you get an idea. You can remove backgrounds on any portrait image. You can remove backgrounds on objects. You can remove objects from photos. You can enhance images, so the resolution will increase. Obviously, it will be synthetic. It won't be an actual authentic upgrade of the resolution. It will be all done via AI. You have photo filter and effects. You can resize and crop images. You can swap faces to put one person's face on another. You can add animations such as raindrops, as you can see there. You can compress image file sizes if something's too big to send on a specific platform, and also blur the background and add a really nice depth of field to any images that you've got without having to have, the photo taken on a professional camera with a great aperture with a really good depth of field. You also have copywriting tools. So if you're more of a text person, for instance, you have an AI paraphraser, sugar comments, and photo storytelling. So depending on the photo that you have an text next to that. You can add comments, and you can also have input text and output text, which will paraphrase things that you have said. And then you have your video tools, which are enhancer, so you can improve video quality, sharpness, clarity, balance. You can remove a video background, but this is coming soon. And also video in painting, where you're able to add stuff onto a video to make it look better with tracking motions and all sorts of things. However, we're going to focus mainly today on the features that they do have. So a lot of them are self-explanatory, but I'm going to jump in and show you a few of them. So object background remover and portrait background remover are very, very similar. So we're going to go ahead and do object. Now what we can do in here is go ahead and either do a batch upload or upload an image, and we're going to go ahead and try one that they already have. Now when you've done this, it will process it and it will remove the background from this kettle here. As you can see, there you go, and then you can either edit it or you can download it. If there's a bit that isn't quite right, you can do a bit of manual adjustment, or you can go ahead and download it, and that's very simple. And then you can also add an AI generated background too. You can also erase objects from images. So if we go ahead and do this one here, and we didn't want this surfer guy or this cloud in the sky, so as you can see with the object eraser, all you need to do is color over what you actually want removed. We're just going to color over all of these clouds. And then when you've done that, it will remove those and replace it with the objects and the colors around it to make it seem like it's perfect. And as you can see, the cloud is gone. If you wanted to do the same with this guy on the beach just here, we would highlight him, we would get every little bit of him absolutely fine, all of that, and then get the surfboard out of the way, release, and then this will replace it as accurately as it can to make it seem like he was never in the image in the first place. You can also add effects. So if you did have this photo here, you'd be able to add any effects that you want. For example, fading, frame, forescreen, contrast, peach, sunset, all of these sort of things here onto this TV lines if you wanted to with a click of a button. These are all fairly self-explanatory. An image resizer is being able to crop in and out of an image. You also have an image compressor, which is also self-explanatory. You would simply drag it down to the size that you wanted. You can add animation effects onto it, so we'll have a little look through some that they have here. We have things like color glitches, we have solar flares, bouncing, ripple, secura, shake, mist, split, all of these different photos and options that you can do, and I think that it's really great that it includes. So if I click on this one here, as you can see, and I'm going to go ahead and select mist, a mist effect has been added, and it just looks a little bit more lively and animated and fun. And finally, self-explanatory, we have the background blur option as well, where if I go ahead and upload a portrait photo, we can really get a nice depth of field with a slider to sort of indicate how much of it we want blurred and how blurred we actually want it. So for example, example, with this here, I'm going to go ahead and drag it down to about 0, and we'll see what that looks like. That's the original image. Or I can bump it all the way up to max, and all this lifeguard not on duty stuff will look very, very nice once it has obviously rendered, registered, and finished. So now we're going to move on to the copywriting tool options. So if, for example, we have a paraphraser, sugar comments, and photo storytelling. So what are these? An AI paraphraser basically rewrites text to make it much more easy to understand. So if I click on this, for example, and I go ahead and say, we'll put something exactly what it is up here. We'll put this little thing up here and we'll see what it says. Sugar comments, basically, if we go back to the main page, we'll have a little look at what sugar comments actually do. But essentially, as you can see, enter the keywords of your comments and let our tools sweeten your words. So you put in keywords and it will give you an output that you can then put on maybe a product or a website or something like that, just to make things a little bit better. And then finally, photo storytelling. It will give a story to a photo, and essentially, as you can see here, you upload an image and it will give you text applicable to that image. And then finally, we have the video tools. Now I won't be able to show you these. Anywhere with a crown next to I can't show you, but a video enhancer is very similar to the image enhancer in the sense that it basically gets the original resolution and bumps it up and basically just upscales it using AI to make it look better than it originally was without actually editing the entire image or reshooting. But they are all of the options that this website has, Booltool. And that is more or less it for this website. So what do I think about Booltool? And in all honesty, I really, really like it. I love how many features there are. It doesn't just focus on being one thing, like a text AI generator or an image editor or things like that, or a video one. It's all 3 in 1. And I know a load of the features, a couple of the video ones are still coming soon, but obviously this website is still a work in progress, and having those options on the horizon that you are going to be able to soon be able to use is excellent. And that is one thing that I really like about Booltool. So obviously, why would people want to use this? Any content creator that we saw at the beginning, or any marketer or anything like that who owns an online shop, having these good designs is one of the most critical points. I think as a feedback, one thing that I would include, the fact that it's powered by OpenAI. One thing that I would have recommended is for them to have an AI generator built into it as well, rather than just have video and audio editing tools. The actual creation would have been great, but that does not mean that this website is not very, very good. So overall, I love it. People would use it because it helps them in one seamless location to make all their images edited and things like that, so that they can do it in one place rather than fiddling around with, say, the Creative Cloud with Adobe, switching between Premiere and Photoshop, things like that. But that is more or less it for this video. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, but until the next time, I will see you. Goodbye.